It's time to live draft. It's time to do live fantasy football drafts. I'm going to drop the link in the description right now. I'm going to pin said link. And if you want to get in on these live drafts, you've got to click this link. Use promo code Smitty. I'm going to pin that link, and we're going to jump in. I'm doing a draft right now, but I'm going to jump into an additional draft with all of you while I draft it, side by side, and to complete this draft, which I've been cranking out the solid draft selections every single round. Jalen Hurts, Jahmyr Gibbs, Zach Charbonnet, going light rookie running back shopping there. But I got Chris Olave, Christian Watson, George Pickens, and Travis Kelce. So Kelce early, Jalen Hurts a little early, Olave, Watson, Pickens, Jahmyr Gibbs, Charbonnet. Really liking that squad so far. Drafting from the, looking at the board, I'm from the 5 spot. I traditionally don't go Travis Kelce in round 1 a lot, but I wanted to try this out, and I'm liking the squad so far. It's a really, really good team, in my opinion. Went a little early on Chris Olave and Christian Watson, but the wide receivers in these 3 wide receiver mandatory best ball drafts on Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty, dropped in the link in the description. It's pretty crazy how fast the wide receivers fly off the board. So sometimes you gotta grab them a little early. Go ahead and get ready to jump in. In fact, let's jump in right now. I'm gonna go to the lobby, and it's the big board. Okay, so everybody click on the big board. It's right here. $10 entry, $1 million in prizes, $200,000 to first place. Click the green button now, and your boy Smitty's gonna get in too. And there are 4 more spots in this particular draft, so jump in. The Fantasy Football Show, it begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios, it's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so jump on in this draft. Don't be shy. Your boy Smitty is drafting with you live here on Underdog Fantasy. Promo code Smitty, link in the description. I'm going to pin that link just this very second. Let me get in there and pin it. And anybody's wondering how you get in, you click the link, you make sure you're signed up. And if you miss out on this time around, at least you'll be signed up for the next time we draft. And we draft pretty much like every other night here on the channel at midnight. So don't think if you missed out tonight, you're not going to want to be signed up and ready to go for the next time that we draft, which will be tomorrow night, because we draft pretty much like Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at midnight Eastern. Let me pin that link, like I said, at the top. There it is. Boom. Link pinned. Jump in. Let's go back to my other draft because I'm probably on the clock. Active drafts. Oh, 9 seconds left. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's go Darren Waller. I don't know. I already had Travis Kelce, but I had to grab somebody. I didn't want to get timed out. Let me see who I could have grabbed. That's disappointing. That's the cost of doing multiple drafts at one time. I already have Kelce, but that tight end rotation's actually pretty strong in best ball. It allows you a lot of scoring opportunity because if Kelce's on a bye, or if Kelce gets injured, or if Kelce has a down week and Waller has an explosion, I'll literally almost guarantee out of my group of people that I have the number 1 tight end scoring in this format. 1 tight end and 1 flex, so Waller could even be a flex if I need him to be. But, I had to force that pick because the time was running out. Let's see who else I want to queue up for this next draft selection. I don't think I'm going after any of these RBs. Maybe Dylan. Let's see. I like, Khalil and Monty. And let's go over to the wide receivers again. Flowers is gone. That would have been a great selection. I don't know. Hopefully he wasn't available when I was on the clock. Quarterback. You know what? He's down a ways. I wonder if I can wait. I want to get Aaron Rodgers, but I feel like I could wait. The problem is, once you get into this, like the top 5 or 6, available, you kind of have to grab who you can get. I need an RB. My RBs are kind of light but powerful. Gibbs and Charbonnet. I think I'm going to go with Dylan here if he's available and hope that A-Rod falls to me. Let's see if we're okay. This one has one more spot to fill on the other draft, and then this one right here, I'm on the clock. So did Dylan go? No, he didn't. Okay, so Dylan's available. This is the overall availability. I'm going to go ahead and take Dylan here and shore up my running back stable a little bit more. So my quarterback is Hurts. My running backs are Jahmyr Gibbs, Charbonnet, Dylan. My wide receivers are Olave, Watson, George Pickens, and my tight ends are Travis Kelce. Am I not even showing the draft? I'm sorry, guys. Let's see here. What a poor host I am tonight. Here's my team. I'm sorry I didn't show that. I wasn't showing my screen there. Here we go. So here's the draft board so far. I'm drafting from this 5 spot, and I went Travis Kelce. You can see down the line here. It's got a little bit of a drag. I don't know why. Travis Kelce, Jalen Hurts, Chris Olave, Christian Watson, Jahmyr Gibbs, George Pickens, Zach Charbonnet, Darren Waller, and then A.J. Dillon. So 10 picks away in this draft. Let's go back. I'm on the clock in this draft. I guess I'm drafting number 4. JJ and Chase are both there. So is McCaffrey. Oh, the draft starts in 3 seconds. I'm sorry. I thought I was on the clock. I'm like, how are those guys available at the 4 pick? There we go. Draft began. It's got this weird delay. Even on my phone, it like refreshed. It looked like I was on the clock. Okay, Jefferson went 1. We go to the big board. Jefferson went 1. Jamar Chase went 2. Typically, it's McCaffrey or Kelce McCaffrey. Cooper Kupp, that's the highest I've seen Cooper Kupp go. So I'm on the clock here. I don't have a lot of Christian McCaffrey shares. Let's go with McCaffrey draft. That's pretty good. All right, let me go back and see. I'm 8 picks away in this. Let's go into this one. Again, with this team, my team so far is as follows. Jalen Hurts, Jahmyr Gibbs, Zach Charbonnet, A.J. Dillon, Chris Olave, Christian Watson, George Pickens, Travis Kelce, Darren Waller. I love those wide receivers. They're crafty and kind of undervalued, but those 2 tight ends with those 3 wide receivers and still having Jalen Hurts and 3 running backs, I do like a lot. I'm pretty happy with this team so far. Next player to queue up here. Let's see. Definitely feel like I want to go quarterback soon. I don't know if I even need to go A-Rod yet. Wide receiver Downs is interesting here. I like Hodgins for later. I like Boutte for later. Josh Downs. Okay. I see you, Josh. Probably not going tight end again. However, you never know down the road. I might go with another tight end. But let's see here. Let's go back to the big board on this one. We're this far away from our pick. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 8 picks until we pick again. So let's see if A-Rod will be there. Probably. But you never know. People start scooping up quarterbacks really rapidly around this territory. Look, Cousins just went. I think I got to take A-Rod. And I love to have a good quarterback rotation in best ball. I guess I missed the cue to draft. Yeah, you guys gotta be signed up early, and at midnight we strike. I mean, it's a lot of people say, Smitty, how do I get in? Around midnight to 12:30 p.m. Eastern, we jump in. I try to prepare everybody as much as I can. Intro, hey, the link's dropped. Make sure you're signed up. We're gonna jump in together. So it's pretty easy to get in. To be honest, it sat there and waited for I would say like 2 or 3 minutes on getting everybody in and loading up the draft. Okay, so let's go. We're 4 picks away in this draft. The board looks as follows. It went Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Christian McCaffrey to me. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Adams, Austin Eckler, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, Waddle, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. And then now we're 2 picks away. Amon-Ra St. Brown. and then Garrett Wilson. So we are on the clock here. Derrick Henry is there. Breece Hall is there. Joe Burrow is there. I'm probably going to roll. You know, I have a lot of Walker picks here. I'm going to go Breece Hall. He may have fallen, but I doubt it. We'll have to see how that plays out. 6 picks away in this draft. 3 picks away in this draft, so I got to get over here real quick. In this particular draft, I have Jalen Hurts, I have Aaron Rodgers, I have Jahmyr Gibbs, I have Zach Charbonnet, I have A.J. Dillon, I have Chris Olave, I have Christian Watson, George Pickens, Travis Kelce, Darren Waller. Very, very solid, well-rounded team. Got 2 quarterbacks. I'm fine right now. Quarterback, I definitely will want a third later. But, you know, what are we doing here? We need an RB. David Montgomery's not bad. He might sign. I like Sean Tucker a lot. I'm probably going to roll with my upside board, guys. My big ballin' moon men, if you know what I'm saying. So, given that Sean Tucker is the third available player at the running back position, I'm not reaching for him. I like David Montgomery, but we don't know where he's going to be. Madison just got selected. Let's go Sean Tucker and round out our rookie running back stable. Right now, I've got Jahmyr Gibbs, Charbonnet, A.J. Dillon, Sean Tucker. All right, I got to get back to this other draft. I'm 2 picks away in. Big board right here. So your boys got Breece Hall, Christian McCaffrey, no wide receivers yet. However, we can go wide receiver shopping right now. Joe Burrow just went. I would have definitely considered Burrow, even though I had no wide receivers. Let's see here. How many picks away am I in the other one? 9 picks away. Okay. So let's go back to this one. We're almost on the clock. This is my team so far. Christian McCaffrey and Breece Hall. Very, very solid running back stable for sure. But now we need to go a little bit of wide receiver shopping. We are on deck here. I like Chris Olave a lot. I like Olave over Higgins. Quarterback, I just not in the third. I'm gonna go. Man, ETN would be nice to add to this, but we got to go wide receiver. Let's go Olave. Olave in the third's a little early for some. That's okay. And real quickly, let me go back to this team so you guys can see what my team looks like in this draft. I just finished my 3rd round pick, drafted Olave. I got Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Chris Olave. I like it. I like it a lot. Going back to this other draft, I'm 6 picks away. This current team has the following squad: Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, and a 1 QB best ball, but optimal scoring. That's going to score a lot of points for me. Jahmyr Gibbs, Charbonnet, A.J. Dillon, Sean Tucker. Light, very weak looking running back crew to people that don't know what time it is. So John says, what are your top 5 rookie wide receivers and running backs for this year's draft? John, I've got 2 videos that just dropped on both of these. Rookie wide receiver top 10, rookie running back top 10. So definitely check that out. You'll want to watch that video because it goes in extensive detail, my guy. Running backs, I'm going to say it's going to start with Bijan, Gibbs, and Charbonnet, and then you got guys like Tucker and Miller and all that. Wide receivers are kind of up. What am I doing here? Okay, I can kind of go in any direction I want to go. Hodgins is interesting here. I like that. I got him queued, so if I time out, it's just going to give me Hodgins, which is fine. Quarterbacks. You know what? Let's go with the crazy rotation of QBs. I know that's crazy, but that I find when you have this kind of firepower at quarterback and that rotational best ball scoring, they rank you a lot higher. Not that their projections are going to be right, but the fact that they have data that shows that, you know, when you have that many quarterbacks, you are projected to do better at the position of quarterback, and it's the most important position of scoring, especially when you get to have the optimal scoring for you. Set your lineup every week. Who's the highest scoring quarterback of your trio? I like that. I think I'm going to dominate quarterback scoring in this league right here. Dominate quarterback scoring. I will be the number 1 quarterback scorer in this league of 12 here. I will be the number 1 tight end scoring team in this league of 12 here with Travis Kelce, and Darren Waller. So, my wide receivers with Olave, Christian Watson, and Pickens are very crafty and undervalued. I pick at 5 picks to grab another wide receiver in this draft right here. I'm up in a few picks here, 5 picks. And my team is as follows in this draft: Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Chris Olave. I'm going to sit here. Oh, no. I was going to sit here and kind of wait to be, instructed which team is on the clock. But since this team at the top is 2 away, I'm pretty confident this team's going to be on the clock before the other one. This team, again, is loaded. I need a wide receiver, though. So, Mike Thomas, I'm tempted. I'm not going to lie, I'm tempted, but I just don't trust him at all. But, at this point, I don't know who I'm going to even take. It got thin real quick. God, am I really going to take Mike Thomas? Take a stab. I look, literally probably the only league I'm ever going to draft Mike Thomas in. The only draft I'm ever going to have Mike Thomas. 8 seconds left. Drake London, I guess. I don't know. I was running out of time. That was great. That was great. I'm feeling good about that. That was right. I had to reach. I had to go down 7 or 8 picks, but I had 8 seconds left. Olave, London, love it. McCaffrey, Breece Hall, can't complain about that. That was close. 3 picks away. Okay, so same draft, I'm 3 picks away. So my team, again, Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Chris Olave, Drake London. Time was running out. I didn't know what to do. Well, a little early on this one too, but I like it. I feel really good about that team. I feel pretty confident about that team. That feels like it's got a lot of firepower there. Look, everyone's a moon man, but Christian McCaffrey. Pretty hard to do in a group of my own people. There's Snipe City going on usually. Okay, back to this draft. This draft again, I have Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr. And no one's outscoring me in this league, in this particular league at quarterback. Nobody. Gibbs, Charbonnet, Dillon, and Tucker, pretty underappreciated running back crew. Wide receivers, Olave, Watson, George Pickens, and I didn't like the Michael Thomas pick, but who was I going to take at that point? Odell Beckham Jr., no thanks. And then no one's outscoring me at tight end if Waller stays healthy with Kelce and Waller. So pretty excited about that squad. Now I need to maybe go wide receiver shopping still. Nico Collins is decent. Allen Robinson is decent. Rashee Rice is okay. He's a good rookie player to maybe keep an eye on. Boy, it thinned out very quickly. Tight ends. I don't need a tight end. I was just going to go looking, just shopping around. We got McKinnon, Tank Bigsby. I'm going to go Kendre Miller in this one, who's my 5th ranked rookie running back. He could argue with Sean Tucker. He could be the number 4. And so my team so far, again, with a very undervalued rookie running back stable in Jahmyr Gibbs, Zach Charbonnet, A.J. Dillon, Sean Tucker, and Kendre Miller. So let's go back to this and see. Okay, I'm 7 picks away in both of these leagues, so I'm going to sit right here for a second so I can jump into the right draft appropriately because I have 2 drafts going. I did take Pickens, Ron. He's on the Moon Man. Ron. John, do you watch Smitty's content? John, appreciate you being here, by the way. Mechie could be clutch. I don't know. But he's going through cancer and ACL recovery, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know what his status is going to be. You know, rooting for him. I mean, love Mechie. I'll be totally rooting for him, but I don't know what his status is going to be walking into the season, man. Tough to say. 5 picks away. We're in round 6. This is the draft that I'm drafting with all of you. And my team so far in this draft is Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Chris Olave, Drake London Gold, baby, and Kyle Pitts. I love this squad. It's hard to draft a good team with all of you. It truly is, because you guys are a bunch of snipers, man. So I'm pretty impressed I pulled off what I pulled off, to be honest with you. Aaron Jones, okay. Let's come back, because I'm afraid I'm going to... Oh, God, they're both coming up. I'm 3 picks away in both of these drafts. 2 picks away, 1 pick. Okay, I better go to this one. This is the one that's deeper into the draft. Nico's not bad. Let's see here. Let's go to my queue. I'm going to go tank. I'm going to go with another RB. Okay, come on. Come on, HM31. Let's go. Okay. Tank Bigsby. We'll go with another RB. So I've got this plethora of rookie running backs on the squad. Gibbs, Charbonnet, Dillon, Tucker, Kendra Miller, Tank Bigsby. That's pretty deep in rookies, but that's how I like to roll. 1 pick away in this draft. Oh, boy. Okay. On the clock. I got no quarterback. I got 2 wide receivers. Had to refresh my memory. We're going to queue Javonte in case we time out. We got Pickens. We're gonna queue Pickens up. I'm feeling like Pickens again here. I don't really think I have... I'm going to go Pickens. So I have Pickens in both of these drafts. This particular team, Olave, Drake London, Pickens, Kyle Pitts, Breece Hall, all Moonmen, except for Christian McCaffrey. Wow, okay. That team's crazy. Watson will do great with Jordan Love. We'll show Watson some... yeah, Watson's going to be fine. No matter what, Watson's going to be fine. He was doing Ron a favor adding Pickens on the Moonman list. Then if you really believe that to be true, Hod, you don't know me at all. I would never put someone on the Moonman. Don't you remember, Hod, call in. You gotta run with that garbage out of your mouth. Call in, Hod. Face up to the comment you just made. Okay? Phone line's open, Hod. At least call in and defend your ridiculous statement, Hod. I mean, honestly, bro. You think I'm pure pressured into putting a bold prediction and my reputation on the line? Are you out of your mind, Hod? Like, and I got something to say to you. Call in, Hod. You gotta make statements like that. You gotta back them up, bro. All right. Yeah, this team's looking fire. This team is looking straight fire. Man, part of me wants to click Javonte's name right here so badly. Maybe I should grab him in one draft. What round are we? Okay, I'm gonna go Charbonnet here. I know I'm reaching a little bit down there, but he's in the 7th round. That's about where the max you want to reach. McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Charbonnet, Olave, London, Pickens, Pitts, all Moonmen. All Moonmen. Every single one of those guys is a Moonman, except for Christian McCaffrey. How am I pulling that off in my own draft? Oh, man. Unreal. This is the deeper draft. Hod, are you going to call in? Hod, are you going to call in? I didn't think so. Oh, he says he's trolling. I got you. All right, Hod. I'll let you pass on that one. Let me first say this. Before Ron, and I'm not saying Ron Navy, hasn't been on the money on it either. I'm not trying to play who got there first. But, bro, if you don't remember, because Ron's a Steelers fan, he's probably excited about him from the beginning of time, as soon as he landed on the roster. But if you don't remember my offseason content on George Pickens last year, and you really think I added him to the Moonman list for somebody else, I don't care who it is, out of your mind, bro. Out of your mind. Okay, I'm going to go likely there. 8 picks away. So my squad's looking super deep on this one. Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, just straight money. Wide receivers, Gibbs, Charbonnet, Dylan, Tucker, Kendre Miller, Tank Bigsby. Wide receivers are Chris Olave, Christian Watson, George Pickens, Michael Thomas. I don't like, but whatever. It's who knows? Anything can happen. What if Carr goes to New Orleans? Who knows? Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, Isaiah Likely, feeling pretty good about that. I'm gonna sit right here, sit tight, watch which team is gonna be on the clock quicker, so I can jump in there faster. Looks like the top one's gonna be 5 picks away. Pickens is a moon man. Of course he's a moon man. But I had he can call me hot anytime. Maybe this is him. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who's this?
Yo, what's up? This is Hod.
Hod. I know you're probably joking, bro, but I had so much content on George Pickens being the number 1 wide receiver in Pittsburgh, to the point where people were trolling me saying, I can't believe you have this guy over Deontay Johnson. Do you even watch football? Smitty? Like, do you know how much heat I took and how painful it is to hear you say that? Let's see here. I'm going to go.
Yeah, I know. I was just trolling, dude.
I know. I know you were. But anyway. People say that all the time, Hot. What do you want me to call you?
Yeah.
Hotto? Hotto? What do you want me to call you?
You can call me anything you want.
Well, how do you say your name? Hotto Prime?
Hodo.
Hodo? What's that from?
Yeah.
What's that from?
I was just some old dude I knew.
Okay, Hodo. I might just call you Prime. I'm drinking a Prime right now. Maybe I just changed your name to Prime. What do you think about my Zay Flowers pick right here? Zay Flowers is a pretty good, I think, draft selection that's late. I got him at pick 93.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pick.
What do you think about this squad? McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Zach Charbonnet, Chris Olave, Drake London, George Pickens, Zay Flowers, Kyle Pitts.
Not really too high on Pitts. We'll see what happens. If they get Lamar, it's a good pick, I think. And Drake London, yeah, definitely.
Oh God,
I like the rookie Charbonnet. What pick did you get on them? 676. That's good.
Hold on, I'm on the clock here. My team so far. Okay, I need a QB. I'm about to time out.
Yeah, any second year wide receivers, quarterbacks are I like a lot, just because they're pretty undervalued and they improve a lot. So I think.
Hey, what do you think of this team? What do you think of this team now? So I got Aaron Rodgers, Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Zach Charbonnet, Chris Olave, Drake London, George Pickens, Zay Flowers, Kyle Pitts. That's pretty solid. I feel like that's really, really solid.
I'm refreshing my screen. I can't see it.
Oh yeah, let me
put on the screen.
Let me put it up one more time. Hold on. Let me see if I'm on the clock. Almost done with this draft over here. I might jump in one more. I'm not sure. Kenny McIntosh, I like a lot. He could be pretty good.
Yeah. I don't think you really had any choice on Christian McCaffrey. I mean, that was like the 4th pick or something.
Yeah, and I don't have a lot of McCaffrey. I need wide receivers. I don't have a lot of McCaffrey shares, so.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about McCaffrey. I think Kenneth Walker should be like the number 1 running back, but I know I'd be way too high for the number 4.
Kenneth Walker? No, I mean, yeah, that too. But I mean, like finishing that high, he could. But you're right, taking him that high, he's going around 2. He's a steal in round 2.
Yeah,
he's a steal in round 2, just total steal. Let's see here. Yeah, Hodor. Hodor. Do he blow? Yeah, hold the door. So Hodo Prime. Is that how you say it?
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Hodo. Okay, I'll try to remember that, bro. I think I called you like Hod Prime for a while, and I'm like, it's Hodo Prime, Hodo Prime. I don't know, bro. Hodo Prime.
I thought it was just your thing. You just mispronounce everybody's name.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Oh God, I'm probably timing out here. No. Okay, so six picks away in this draft. This is the one with all of you guys. I've got Aaron Rodgers, Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Zach Charbonnet, Chris Olave, Drake London, George Pickens, Kyle Pitts. I don't know what to grab here. Let's see. I'm several picks away. AJ Dillon's there. That's a really good pick. And the fact that I have 4 wide receivers and 3 RBs, I can really kind of do whatever I want here. Let's see. Do I go... Man, it got thin really quick. I don't even know where to go from here. This is a bunch of like the same player all the way down. So, wide receiver Mooney, Zay Jones is okay. Jeez.
When in doubt, just look for rookies.
Maybe I go tight end again. Maybe I go quarterback again. I don't know. I might do that. Rather than just force it, I think I'm just going to go quarterback again. Derek Carr.
I know you like getting the early QBs, but I think there's some value toward the end where you get like I think some underrated guys would be Trey Lance or Jordan Love.
Yeah, I like those guys.
Kenny Pickett later.
But the way I draft in best ball, I want that to be my third quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Because of that rotation. So I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr back to back here. So I went Zay Flowers above that, Zach Charbonnet above that, George Pickens above that, Kyle Pitts above that, Drake London in the 4th round, which was a tiny bit early, but I was timing out. I had like 4 seconds, and I was like, I just grabbed the guy I wanted. Oh, I might be timing out on this other one. 5 picks away. Shoot, I timed out? No. I drafted. Okay, I'm good. Hold on, we got another caller here. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Oh, wait, he hung up. Call in again, caller. Hodo, I'm going to put you in here. I don't know if I can get used to Hodo. I mean, in my mind, you're Hod. I just don't think I can change it, bro. I'm sorry. Let's see here. 1 pick away in this. Okay. I've got 2 quarterbacks. I got 1 tight end, 3 running backs. You like Zay Jones next year?
No, they're too full. Too many weapons.
Knox isn't bad. I'm going to get a good backup tight end here. We're going to go backup tight end. 3 picks away in this draft right here.
Like later on, I like Rashid Shaheed. He's going to be their number 2 wide receiver.
I'm trying to answer this call, bro, but it's not going through whenever I click accept. Here, Hodo, call right back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Sure.
All right. Whoever's trying to call in now. I don't know why. I had to reclose that real quick. Call in now. All right, I'm almost up here. My team, 3 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends, tons of running backs. Probably going to go wide receiver here. Tyler Scott's been moving up the ADP, Ron. He's sitting there right there. Right there. I'm probably going to go... I'll go McKenzie on the off chance that he just gets opened up. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Kuba.
Who? Kuba. What's up, Kuba?
I was wondering what your thoughts are on Kadarius Toney next season.
You know our revenge tour list? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
All right, let me play it for you. Just watch real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
It's time for some revenge, baby. Revenge tour, revenge tour. Revenge tour.
So I'm really tempted to put him here. Like, I haven't put him on the Moon Man list. He certainly could be a satellite man, where he's in waiting to be a Moon Man, but I don't know that he's ever going to be a Moon Man. So I've been looking for a place to put him, and I think this Revenge Tour group, he could be listed on that because he's kind of failed, right? He came from New York to KC and then kind of flopped in the middle of the year when we thought he was going to be the best pickup of the year potentially, or one of the top candidates for it, and he just flopped, just completely flopped. And so he's kind of like on a little revenge tour. This is like an all or nothing. If he busts again this next coming year, he's done. So I kind of like him as a revenge tour guy. Would I take him as my number?
I'm really excited about Kadarius Toney. I mean, he's clearly as talented as can be.
I like him a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
do.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I just don't know if tell me why you like him so much. I mean, he's talented, right? But like, is there a specific reason?
Yeah, he's super talented. He's got some character issues, obviously.
Yeah,
and I mean,
sure.
I'm not too. It's kind of worrisome, but I just want him to get the opportunities he needs to develop everything.
You know who I like taking in round 20, bro? Right now, I'm going to take him, and that's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I only like this because if Clyde is like available, let's say he's moving on, there's a real good chance that Joe Burrow is going to push to bring him in, and whether he succeeds or fails, it's going to be, it's tough to say, but I think he's a real good shot of somehow finding his way over to the Cincinnati Bengals. So
yeah, that's an interesting pick. I don't know. That's all I got, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Later.
Yep, see you.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney, to answer his question, I really do like him. I just don't know how high I'm willing to rank him because he's failed us, a number of times. But I do like him. I think Revenge Tour capable. I'm gonna treat that Revenge Tour pretty sacredly. I don't know if we're gonna add just anybody on it though. I mean, it feels pretty secure right now. This feels like about the two best players I can come up with. I mean, I really like those guys. Let me go back to this screen. My team's full over here. The draft's about to come to an end. This is the final pick. Let's see what score they give me. Doing my little 3 quarterback, 3 tight end number that I think gives you a nice little projection. 34-72. That's not a bad score. Not that I care what they give me. There's a 237s. Tiger Line has a 37. He's got Joe Burrow, Jacobs, Kamara. Those running backs are shoddy. Because, I mean, you have Josh Jacobs, that's good. But Kamara, Miles Sanders, Fournette, P. Ryan, Lat Murray. How's this getting 37 points? Sorry if it's one of you guys. Chase, McLaurin, Lockett, Myers, Goddard. No, 3,700. You out of your mind? All right, who's the other 3,700? That was Tiger Line. 3,700. The other one is oh, look at this. Kyle's got Etienne, Cook, Elliott, Diggs, Amon-Ra, Kirk. I mean, not bad. I think my team's the best team. Look at this team. Hurts. Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Jahmyr Gibbs, Zach Charbonnet, A.J. Dillon, Sean Tucker, Kendre Miller, Tank Bigsby, Kenny McIntosh, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Olave, Christian Watson, George Pickens, Mike Thomas, Allen Robinson, McKenzie. I should have drafted one more wide receiver, though. Darn it. It was McIntosh. I got auto-picked on McIntosh because I had him queued. I was like, why do I not have another wide receiver? It's because I timed out. 14 picks away. I probably timed out on this one. I did, didn't I? Jordan Love. That's all right. I like Jordan Love. I queued him for a reason. And I think that Love and Rodgers will be on two different teams. So I like this approach right here. McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Zach Charbonnet, Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Jordan Love, Chris Olave, Drake London, George Pickens, Zay Flowers, Keyshawn Boutte, Kyle Pitts, Dawson Knox. Feeling pretty good about this squad so far, I shall say, my broskies. Oh, super chat. I'm sorry. AJ dropping a super chat. AJ says Bellinger is a top 12 tight end, great dart thrower. I like that, bro. I like that. He's definitely got upside. Do we have any more super chats? No. Thank you for dropping that. If you guys got a super chat, drop it. Never expected, always appreciated, and I will answer you right away as soon as I see it. Blind Larry in the building. What's up, Blind Larry? Sandu, he's been in the house the whole time. Sloth was in here first. Liz was second. East Coast Tatty, thank you for the I think the five or 10 exclusive memberships you dropped the other day that I didn't see when people are like in the comments. Thanks for whoever dropped those. I didn't see that, so I'm so sorry I didn't acknowledge that. Let's see here. This chair squeaks so much. Can you guys hear that? That's the only part I don't like about this chair. It's so loud. It just makes so much noise. What's my team look like on this? Okay, so I need more RBs. I'm definitely going to need another tight end later. Definitely need some more wide receivers, but more so RBs than anything right now, in my opinion. So we're going to queue up some people, and we're going to go down the line here. Okay, let's go wide receiver shopping real quickly. Let's click on a few wideouts that we like. Nico is pretty good. I like Nico. McKenzie, like I said earlier. Rishi Rice, I like that. I'm on the clock here. Let's go Kendre Miller. That's my boy. That's my boy, Blue. Give me some Kendre and Zach Charbonnet. Two rookie monsters teaming up as my potential flex. And George Pickens and London and Olave are my top three wide receivers. And so it's really between Flowers and Kendre Miller. Flowers, Kendre Miller as oh no. Charbonnet is my flex. That's all right. Okay. Almost on the clock here. McKinnon's interesting, but probably going to be disappointing. Because, like, what did he even do down the stretch in the playoffs? You know, he's so inconsistent. It's not like he finished on a tear. You know, Pacheco did. Pacheco is very interesting and tough to rank. Watson or London, I mean, they're both amazing, bro. They're both on the Moon Men list for a reason. Doesn't just because London was added later doesn't mean he's not as good. You know. Who snagged Tank Bigsby from me? Beast mode. Should be ashamed of yourself. Okay. That snipage was uncalled for, bro. Expired. I got Nico. That's right. I queued him. I queued him for a reason. Who said they could hear my chair? I just don't know about Mechie, bro. Let's pull up news on Mechie. I just don't know if he's gonna be. I don't even know if he's. The last thing I read on Mechie was Texans GM Nick Caserio said that wide receiver John Mechie could be ready for the team's offseason program. Mechie was diagnosed with acute leukemia in July and missed all his rookie campaign. Now, after what Caserio coined as an amazing recovery, the team believes that he has a real chance to be back for offseason program. I don't know. It sounds like I'm rooting for him. And then Smith emphasized he's in the process. I mean, he's still recovering. I mean, he's probably better from that torn ACL, but he's got the torn ACL that he's still kind of coming back from. And then the leukemia. So I'm rooting for him for sure. I mean, good guy. Sounds like a total amazing story and fun guy to root for. Maybe worth a dart throw, but I don't know, man. I'm not sure I can say with confidence that I'm like logically behind it, but am I rooting for him? Absolutely. All right. Brandon Cooks is probably gone. Says, oh God, I can't even say it. Hodo Prime. No, it's Hod. He's not getting out of this one. Hod, appreciate you calling in earlier. Superflex? No, they don't have Superflexes on the Underdog. They might add it. They might add it. If it was Superflex, bro, you would see quarterbacks across the board in round one, you know. My team, 3 QBs there, 2 tight ends. Probably could use an RB. McBride, I like. Let's cue him. Dwayne McBride. We'll add him to the arsenal. All I hear is that annoying snare drum music in the background. What are you talking about, bro? I never noticed the chair noise until you mentioned it. Oh, that's what Ron Navy's talking about, the chair. Ron doesn't like the music. I don't know. It's only there if I'm not talking. So like when I talk like this, you don't really notice it too much. But does your chair have a massager built in? No, it has speakers built in. I don't think it. No, it doesn't have a massager. I didn't want that. I got things to do. I can't sit here fall asleep in my chair. Sandu likes the music. He needs to chill with it. Not everybody likes music. I've learned that. There's a lot of people that have differing opinions on music. I mean, when I used to do this music drove everyone nuts at first. But then they started to love it, and then they requested it. Then they're like, I need it, Smitty. Bring the music back. So you can't please. That's just part of that. You can't please all the people all the time. On the clock here. Let's go, Alan Robb. Maybe he does something. Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Jordan Love, Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Zach Charbonnet, Kendre Miller, Dwayne McBride, Chris Olave, Drake London, George Pickens, Zay Flowers, Keyshawn Butte, Nico Collins, Allen Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Dawson Knox. Let's go. Cheer up some people. Not anybody left at this point there. Bobby Boucher, he's gone, but we got Boutte. Boutte's available. Mitch likes the music. He says he's being put to sleep. It's soothing. It's pretty low too. It's very, very, very low. Zamir White. Okay. What do you guys think at the beginning of this draft here? This draft is the one you're all involved in here. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Christian McCaffrey. Cooper Kupp was earlier than I've seen him go, but that wasn't crazy. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Kelce usually goes about 3, 4, or 5, to be honest, in these best balls. Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Austin Eckler, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson is the 13th pick in 2.1. Then back this way, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, Jalen Waddle, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow. Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker are absolute steals. Don't take them any higher than you have to. Try and steal them away in this mid to late second round because that's why they're on the Moon Men list. That's why we added both of them.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
I don't just add players that are going to be monsters on this board. I add guys that are values.
Space Monsters.
And Walker going at the tail end of round 2 when he could be the number 1, number 2, or number 3 running back. Breece Hall going at the middle to tail end of round 2 when he could be a top 5 running back, like monster. It just doesn't make sense. And that's why he cracked the Moon Men list again. It doesn't make any sense at all. Keep letting it happen. Don't be crazy. Brian MC says he's taking him in the top 7 or 8, but Brian, I don't blame you for
Live from the Fantasy Football Show.
Sorry, I don't blame you, Brian MC, for like wanting to get him on your roster, bro. But you got to take advantage of it, Brian, if you can. If you're drafting at 8, you said you draft him at 8. Don't draft him at 8, Brian. You always push back on me. I told you about Fournette. We argued all offseason about it. Your boy Smitty was right. You push back on me. Brian, don't take Kenny Walker at 8. That 8 pick is so close to the top of the second round. You're going to get Walker 8 times out of 10 in these best ball drafts. So wait, my guy. Wait and reap the rewards, Brian, of getting Kenneth Walker as your second drafted player and walk straight to the bank, bro, if you know what I'm saying. This is round 18. I wish it wasn't so shoddy. Like whenever I change tabs or anything, it's like. Let's go to the tight end board. Okay, I'm on the clock. I need a tight end. I like Jelani Woods a lot. Musgrave is decent at this point. Probably go. I like Jelani, but I mean, probably go Fant. 3 QBs, 5 running backs. I got enough wide receivers. I feel pretty good about that. I got the 3 tight end rotation that I've got going on. So this is probably an RB. I'd probably go RB here, or I have a couple guys I usually grab late at the last round, but you know, I guess another quarterback's not out of the question here. Yeah, I'll probably just go RB. On the clock, let's go with Jordan. No, I'm gonna go Clyde. I like having Clyde in the second to last round or the last round. Just feel like there's gonna be some movement there. Maybe he lands in Cincy. go wide receiver with the last one. Because I have how many left? 1 pick left, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide receivers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs. Yeah, I'm gonna go one more wide out, and then we're set. And then we are set. We're ready for the ball, Cinderella. Duvernay ain't bad. We'll cue Ron Navy's Tyler Scott just for fun. We'll queue up. I like DeAndre Carter as the last pick in a lot of drafts, just because, you know, if let's say Keenan Allen ends up elsewhere, it's not a bad one. Tutu Atwell for my boy Blind Larry there. We'll just queue him for fun. I think Danny Gray's still got a lot of talent, but Shanahan just ruined him. Who took your Tyler Scott, bro? Someone took your boy. Tyler Scott. There he is. Hey, you know what I wonder, Ron? What if Tyler Scott... What if Underdog's not telling us? And this guy right here is actually Tyler Scott. Where's Ty Scott? Right here. Look at this guy. Ty Scott and Tyler Scott. What if they're getting it mixed up, Ron? What if they're getting it mixed up this entire time you're drafting Tyler Scott when maybe it's Ty Scott? I know you like Tyler Scott, but what if they're abbreviating Tyler Scott to Ty Scott and we just don't know it? Xavier Hutch. Yeah, I like Hutch. He's not bad. Is he there? Yeah, he's there. I'll cue him. Maybe I'll take him. Cuz I don't really love who's here anyway. I need a wide receiver. Why not? I'll take him. It's not. I've checked. Ron Navy already got concerned about it. He said, what if this is Tyler Scott? Good Lord. All these drafts I have. All right. Caleb Huntley got drafted. You know who I like here last? Ty Chandler out of Minnesota. Let's go Hutchinson. We do need a wide receiver, and I do like that call. All right. What's it gonna rank me? What's it going to rank this team right here? Jordan Love, Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Zach Charbonnet, Kendre Miller, McBride, CMC, Olave, Drake London, George Pickens, Flowers, Boutte, Nico, Allen Robinson, Xavier Hutchinson, Kyle Pitts, Dawson Knox, Noah Fant. What score am I going to get from Underdog? 31.95. Mr. Kitty, 37. He's got Bryce Young, Jacoby, and Burrow. Gibbs and Josh Jacobs. Okay. Monty. It's okay. I don't know how that's at 37 though. No offense, Mr. Kitty. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know how that is. I don't know how that is projected to score. Literally 500 points more than my team. We've got a 3,600 here in Tallahassee. He's got Dak, Danny Dimes, Barkley, Kamara, Herbert. I feel like Kamara is getting some points that he shouldn't get. Let's see, does they have a projection for Kamara? Projection 275. Yeah, no, that's why he's got a high score. Kamara may not play. And you got a guy like Charbonnet. His projected amount is 171 points. Kendre Miller's projected for 81. Get ready, bro. Get ready. Get ready. What do they have Drake London projected for? 180. Olave, they got projected for 230. That's good. Kyle Pitts, projection for 157. He'll get more than that. I like this team a lot. I think it's good. All right, dial in. Phone lines are open, guys. Let's do a little Q&A talk just before we leave.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial in. Let's go. Brissett at the end inflated my projection. This is McNamara. McNamara, appreciate you being here, pal. Did Taddy drop more? What do you do? What do you do? Taddy, did you drop something? Why did everybody think Taddy? Let me see. East Coast. East Coast. Where is it? I gotta find it. Oh, God. Just look at this guy. Look at this guy. East Coast Taddy dropping 5 YouTube exclusive memberships.
Let's go! Mashed potatoes!
Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. Can't thank you enough, Taddy, for being such a monster. And if you guys want to purchase a $1.99 or the $9.99 YouTube exclusive membership, the $9.99 gets you the Zoom call, which we're going to get back to. We're doing 1 per Sunday, and then during the season it's 2 per Sunday. That's going to happen ASAP this Sunday. So we're getting back to the 1 calls per show. Let me pin that link now. There you go. But East Coast Taddy, appreciate you, my guy. What an animal. What a monster. What a monster. Watson or Drake? This is a really, really good question, my guy. Really, really good. So Watson or Drake London. That's really hard. I don't even know my answer yet. I mean, I kind of know my answer. Like, if Lamar ends up in Atlanta, I'm sorry. I'm hitting this button. If he doesn't, but it doesn't mean I don't love London still. I think London's going to do good. Even with Ritter or whatever they end up doing, if they bring in like a Mike White type on top of Ritter, which I think they'll do. I think that, you know, Watson's going to have the advantage, but if Lamar ends up in Atlanta, London Gold goes nuts. Yeah, Brees Lightning, that's right. East Coast Taddy.
Get breached. Get breached. Get breached. Get breached. Get breached. Get breached.
A little overdue there, Smitty. I couldn't get the screen to come back in time. I got to restart my computer. I have so much going on my computer all the time. I got to restart it like once a day. It just gets bogged down. And it's a Mac Studio, you know, which is their high level. I love it. It's great. It works perfect, but it's just, you know, with what I do, how many things I got running all the time. But I would say in general, like right now, it's Watson. But the moment Lamar Jackson to Atlanta Falcons gets announced, boom, it's straight up London Gold time. But I love both of them still at that point. Obviously, they're both on the moon, man. Wow, that just woke up my kids. I'm sorry, East Coast Taddy. Get breezed. My bad. Sorry, Taddy. Hit me with another question. Waking up. I'm waking up. Casa de East Coast Taddy. All the Taddies woke up. Miss Tatty, Little Tatty. I'm sorry, East Coast. I apologize. I couldn't get it. Kept going, and I couldn't. I gotta have that play once. I'm gonna hit it real quick. Turn down your volume. I'll do it later. I don't want to wake up the Tatties again. I gotta fix it so it doesn't loop. It's gotta just go get breached and then stay there. It's the only animation I have that continues to loop, and I don't know why I don't fix it. Smitty, it's still Roy's room? I think it's Rockout's room. Oh no, somebody else did something to deserve. Let's try it. Eagle haters. Psst. Hey, Eagle hater. The Eagles have the 10 pick, and they also have the 30. And they're taking either Jahmyr Gibbs or Bijan Robinson. Sleep tight, Eagle hater. Back from the past into the future, I let them know about it. We need to be able to go back in time like that, but we also need to go back to into the future. So I'll create something for that. Yeah, I forgot that we changed that to the Eagle haters because we had so many Eagle haters in here after they just almost won the Super Bowl. They were literally, I don't know if people remember, 3 points away from winning, a controversial 3 points away from winning a Super Bowl, and yet Eagle fans everywhere were supposedly crying because they did so awesome. East Coast Tatty said, "I woke up as kids. Were you putting the kids down and you're next to the kids, or was I so loud that the household woke up across the hallways and such? I'm curious." But East Coast Tatty said, "No problem. It's all good. They need to know about Breece Hall. The kids need to learn about it. That's a wise father right there. Whether they're woken up or not, they need to know about him. Watch out for the Dookie on the floor. Chase or Bijan. If it's redraft, it's Jamar Chase because he's a top 3 overall pick. And Bijan, you want to try and get toward that turn 12, 13 overall pick. If it's dynasty, it's pick your poison, man. Chase and Bijan are both arguably the 1.1, 1.2, or 1.3. So, man, I'm sorry about waking up the little tatties, man. Sorry, East Coast. When is your top 10 part 3 wide receiver video coming out? Look at Luke keeping tabs on me. He knows what I haven't done and what I have done. Luke Bentley's all over it. Bentley, I need to look at it, make sure I don't need to restart it because it's been such a long time as before the Super Bowl, and then I got sidetracked with all the breaking news and such. I need to make sure that it still makes sense. I might have to do a refresh and do an all-encompassing top 10 wide receiver video with some updates. Maybe, I don't know. So I would say this weekend. Sandu says living in the Bay is pretty annoying. Sometimes they think their player of theirs is something. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know what you exactly said. But yeah, I am sure it is. It was just annoying to see teams, not just the Niners, but team fan bases act like they won and like they have any say making fun of an Eagle team that beat them. It's just ridiculous. Like, you don't have room to talk. If you let's say you're in boxing and you take down somebody, and then that person's so bitter and mad that you beat them that they're just gonna like root against you in the next fight, and if you lose the next fight, they act like they won the fight. It's just crazy. What do you think about Brian Flores being the Vikings? Look, Brian Flores, I think he's probably a pretty good addition. The Cardinals were potentially going to interview him for a head coaching job. I don't know if there's distraction concerns. I'm not saying that they're warranted or deserving, but he was like getting hired and not even ruled out of the head coaching hires here in Arizona, and then he just accepted a coordinator job. So it was really weird, and he comes with a lot of that drama. It seems. I don't know if it's self-generated. I don't know, or if he's getting a bad shake. Like, I really don't know which one it is, to be honest with you. But it seems to follow him, because like here he is trying to become a head coach, and then he just kind of like folds and goes into a coordinator job. It's like, what's going on with this guy? Is it literally? Is he getting stonewalled because of what had happened and what he did, or like our team's fairly or unfairly, using some sort of like knowledge we don't know about him, similar to like Bieniemy. Everyone's like, oh, it's about this, or it's discrimination against Bieniemy that he's not getting a job. But you talk to everybody, they're like, no, it's not that. Like, you can say it's that all you want, but the guy's a horrible interviewer. And I don't know if they just, people feel like, okay, this guy can't be the face of our franchise going to the podium. And there's all these other things that people bring up that were in his past. And there's multiple things in his past, but they're in the past, So I get that everybody should leave him alone and give the guy a second chance when he's had, I think, like two or three arrests or whatever. But they were a long time ago. But Bieniemy's, he doesn't get a fair shake, you could say, but you could also say that everybody's saying that there's a reason. Bijan to the Niners, 3rd round. Bro, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, Niner Rick. You out of your mind? Maybe K9, if I can get Bijan in the second. Yeah, you're probably not going to get... You're going to get K9 in the second before you're getting Bijan in the second, bro. Bijan's got a higher ADP than K9. K9's going at the middle to late second round, bro. If you want to draft both Bijan and Kenneth Walker, your best approach is to go Bijan, then Walker. You're gonna land that, Mitch. You're gonna land a lot more, bro. Trust me. Do I like my head coach? Yeah, Gannon. I mean, we'll see. I think he did a great job with that Philly D. Unless you're talking to a Niner fan, that Philly D was fine. Super Bowl predictions for this next season and MVP prediction. Let's see here. Let's go to the table. Let's go to marker board number 1. And let's go ahead and say KC. I really think Josh Allen's going to have a revenge tour. But I'm still going to go with Joey Boy. Go Joey Boy. Let's do this. How you like that? How you like that? New York Jets, Cincinnati, Buffalo, and KC. How you like them apples? That's pretty tough, right? Go ahead, rip on it all you want, Bob, or keyboard warriors out there. Go ahead. Bring your best shot. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell them I'm a lunatic. Let's go ahead and do this. This one's going to be tougher. I mean, we know Philly's going to be the top dog. I'll probably say, I don't know about Dallas. I'm going to go Detroit as an underdog. They're like the New York Jet spot, you know. I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers is a Raider or a Jet, which is why the Packers maybe won't. You're going to love this one, guys. You're going to love this one. Atlanta. and then we'll go San Francisco. So Philly, San Francisco, Detroit, and Atlanta. Now, granted, the San Francisco 49ers will probably be... How do you like that? How do you like that? Brings a grin to my face. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. And before anybody runs their mouth about this Detroit, Atlanta, and New York Jets slotting, remember who you're talking to. Remember who you're talking to. Okay, I'm the one who knocks when it comes to Bengal appearances and, oh yeah, they're going to be a joke, aren't they? You just wait. The New York Jets, the Detroit Lions, and the Atlanta Falcons, assuming they get Lamar, these are three teams that are going to be on radars. People are going to know. They're going to know their names. They're going to turn heads. What's with the Atlanta love? What's not with the Atlanta love, Red Boy? What don't you love about Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Tyler Algier, and Lamar Jackson marriage? You know what I'm saying, broski? Yeah, Mitch, it's more about the ADP on the Bijan and Kenneth Walker drafting. Just if you want to get both of them, you want to draft Bijan first. So if the Falcons had Lamar, the Jets had Carr, A-Rod to the Raiders, or the Green Bay Packers. If he's with the Green Bay Packers, then maybe the Packers are in the mix here for sure. Isaac says, haha, no Cowboys. I don't know if you're saying that because you agree or you're mad at me. Where's Philly? Right here, bro. Like sitting right in front of you. Roger, I appreciate you, by the way. Okay, ready for next round? I didn't really leave myself much room. Let me see if I can that's all right, we'll fit it in. Okay, so KC Buffalo, we're gonna go KC. We're gonna go Cincy. I'm gonna go Joe Burrow. Don't worry, Roger. You don't have to apologize to me. Texas Maid says drugs are bad, Smitty. Call in, Texas. My phone line's right there. You can call in and tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm so wrong on something that is a predictive situation, my guy. Go ahead and call in. I dare you. I dare you. Okay, Philly. Easy call at the end of the day. Here's where I'm going to piss off so many people. This is if Lamar is a Falcon. If Lamar is a Falcon, I feel bad. I feel bad. And now, if Lamar doesn't go to the Falcons, I'm obviously not going to predict this. But if Lamar doesn't head to Atlanta, the Falcons aren't in the playoffs, or at least they're. Depends who they get at quarterback, but they're not going to be a team that can knock off anybody. Well, I'm going to say Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to say the Atlanta Falcons are the odd dog in the Final Four. The odd dog in the Final Four. I think Philly ends up beating whoever it is, San Fran, Atlanta, whoever it is, and then let's give Joe Burrow his championship. It's either the Eagles or the Bengals. I think it's either Burrow or Hurts. They get theirs. I can't wait for the hate on this Atlanta one. It's gonna be insane. Honestly, though, somehow I think the Bears make it. Anything's possible, bro. The Bears, they're gonna improve, but I don't know if they're gonna be improved that much that quickly. But like a year and a half, maybe they'll be ready to at least turn heads, maybe. Yeah, this is gonna piss some people off. DeAndre Swift out in Detroit. No, he's not out in Detroit. They're not going to trade him, I don't think. But they may draft Bijan or Gibbs or Charbonnet or some kind of running back that's going to be a workhorse type, and then they're going to try and use Swift like they did last year. And maybe they use him like an Austin Eckler workhorse running back when Austin Eckler was a top 5 running back as a wide receiver / running back instead of a running back / wide receiver. So Luke says, all I care is that KC's winning it all. Detroit had a good season, but they won't do it again, says Texas. I think they're a good team. Mitch likes me ruffling feathers. Atlanta won't be there unless they get Jackson. No, Niner Rick. Isn't that what I just said? Call in, Niner Rick. I swear, Niner Rick. Take the cotton out of your ears, bro. Take off the midnight mask that's on your face right now. Rip it off so you can hear better. I love you, Niner Rick, but I just said that. San Francisco versus the Bills, totally doable. Totally doable. See, the difference between me and Rick is I'm going to say, Rick, you do have a shot at being in the Super Bowl. I agree. All right, one phone call and then I'm out of here.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
In the event Lamar does... Oh, God, what's going on my screen? In the event that Lamar... Let me read this. We'll break down the wildcard teams and what my final ultimate prediction could be, which could definitely change from this. This is me spitballing it. Smitty, in the event Lamar does get traded, what do you think the Ravens' plan at QB would be? Rookie QB. They could potentially... KC should have an asterisk next to their name. Says East Coast Tatty. East Coast Tatty's trying to ruffle feathers too. Sloth says Cincinnati won't make the playoffs. Okay. Okay, Sloth. Appreciate you though. You could say they're not going to win it, but like, bro, come on. You're reaching there. You're reaching big time. Injury could strike anybody though. Maybe you end up being right, but we hope not. Smitty, what do the Ravens do at QB? I'd probably say they'll try and bring Tyler Huntley back. Maybe. I think they'll try for Mike White. I think they'll try for Jimmy G. I think if the Falcons end up getting Lamar, I think they'll try for, if Aaron Rodgers stays in Green Bay, they'll try maybe trading for Jordan Love. But I think Mike White, Jimmy G, Jordan Love, if Aaron Rodgers stays, Tyler Huntley, Baker. Brissett, and then draft. You know what I mean? Like they're going for a filler. East Coast Daddy says Baltimore should trade for Fields. I mean, it would make a lot of sense if you had balls of steel like your boy Smitty does. If it was me and I couldn't get Lamar to want to play ball with the contract that we wanted or whatever, trading Lamar away for multiple first round picks and then trading multiple picks for Fields, it wouldn't be crazy. You have a quarterback that's kind of fitting into a role that was very, very similar. However, Munkin might want to change his offense a little differently. Who knows what he wants to roll with? Lamar Jackson he's a tough player to just like plug into another system. You know what I mean? Like if let's say Lamar was to go to the Raiders, you got to redo some things. If he goes to the Jets, you got to rework a little bit of your setup, man. Lamar is not an easy plug-and-play quarterback. You got to revamp everything. But if Chicago was to trade away Fields and get some of the first-round picks that the Ravens would get by trading away Lamar and maybe keeping an extra pick or two or whatever they can try and figure out, the Bears would be rebuilding from the jump, going back to ground zero, and the Ravens would be trying to just like replace and march on. I don't think they want to do that, though. That would take balls of steel to pull off a double move like that. I personally think if the Ravens do this, they're going younger. They're building around Monken's new system, and that's the way it'll go. How big of an impact do you think Sean Payton will have for the Broncos? It's a good question, Chappie. I'd probably say I don't think that they win the Super Bowl anytime soon. They could. You never know. I mean, Sean Payton's a very good coach, but they become a playoff team, playoff caliber. The problem is it's a very tough division. And honestly, you look at this AFC West with KC, Chargers. Let me screenshot it for those that don't follow the divisions very closely, and that's okay. That's why I'm here. But let me put it on screen so you can get a gander at it. The way that the wild card seeds work, if you don't know, is there are every team in the wins the division makes the playoffs to get a playoff spot, right? So there's 4 divisions in each conference. So the Bills, let's just throw a couple teams out. The Bills win their division, the Bengals win their division, the Jaguars win their division, and then the Chiefs win their division. So in the Chiefs division here, you've got 3 wild card spots left across the entire conference. So now you got to go into each one of those 4 divisions again, and who are the top 3 teams, in order. Doesn't matter. Divisions don't matter anymore. Who are the top 3 teams? Problem for the Broncos is they got the Raiders and Chargers in their own division, but the Chargers folded last year in a certain way. Like, it wouldn't be shocking if they get rid of Keenan Allen and don't replace him properly. It wouldn't be crazy to see the Chargers fall off a little. The Raiders, if they don't get Aaron Rodgers, they're screwed, so they're not a big threat. So the Broncos finishing second in the division, grabbing one of the 3 wild card spots isn't crazy. However, you look at teams like the Ravens, depending on what they do with their quarterback situation, the Steelers, the Browns, maybe they have some sort of comeback year, the Jets, the Patriots, the Dolphins. The AFC East is very similar to the AFC West in that it's very deep. So let me put this on screen here. So the problem lies in that there's 3 wild card spots, and you have 2 of these divisions in the AFC that are loaded, or could be loaded. So I think the Dolphins grab a playoff spot, the Jets grab a playoff spot, the Bills win the division. 2 wild card spots of 3 are already taken up. That means that the Broncos, in my opinion, have to fight with the Chargers, the Raiders, and potentially the Ravens, the Steelers, and maybe the Colts. We'll see. To get that last available wild card spot. So getting one of the 3 wild card spots in the AFC is tough, because I think the Dolphins and the Jets are going to be really tough, and that's assuming the Patriots are not even competitive or whatever you want to. So very, very tough. Lamar will be franchised and possibly sit out the year. I don't think it comes to that, Roger, because he's getting franchise tagged 100%. Not probably. He's getting franchise tagged 100%. They're $100 million apart. This guy Lamar wants $240 to $250 million guaranteed, and the Ravens are about $100 million off of that. So he's getting franchise tagged by March 7. And this team wants to move on with their new offensive coordinator and their system, and it's pretty soiled. I think the situation is pretty soiled, and we're going to see that the Ravens are going to have to make a trade. I don't know that he holds out. But I know that the Ravens are probably not interested in keeping a guy they don't feel is worth Deshaun Watson money, because they don't want to pay him that. They're making that clear, right? So if they don't want to pay him that amount of money, and he's unhappy and bitter, and they haven't had success with him in 3 straight years, my guess is the Ravens aren't going to be that hard to push in the direction of trading him. I don't think they're going to wait forever. They're going to try and do this before the NFL draft. They'll have from March 8 until March 15 to garner interest, and then on March 15 up until the NFL draft, they've got to act quickly, because guess what? They want draft capital for the 2023 NFL draft. That's why teams make trades that quickly when a player is threatening to hold out, and everybody says, oh, the team wants to trade him because he's threatening, and players have all the control. They kind of do in some ways because of the unhappiness. They don't want an unhappy player in-house, and they don't want to pay him long-term. So it's kind of like, why are we wasting our time when we don't even trust him to give him enough money to sign? He doesn't trust or want to be here. And right now the NFL draft's coming up in a little over a month at this point, March 15. So let's go ahead and trade this guy away and let's get 3 or 4 first-round picks, and let's start building our new team with our new offensive coordinator. Monken could get whoever he wants in there, whether it's a rookie or not. So it feels like it's going to happen for sure. And that's why the Falcons, I bet you, are his number one target. Who doesn't want to go to Atlanta? That situation looks it looks like such a good environment to go play football in. The Mike Vick days revived. Running quarterback with all this offensive weaponry sitting there in Kyle Pitts, London, and Algier. And man, it's going to be exciting football. It's going to be such exciting football. Atlanta Falcons, they're, let's see here. Their 8 pick is most certainly going to be in this, right? And that's what gives the Falcons a nice advantage here. Like, you say to yourself, okay, well, where else could he go? The Jets? I mean, let's go back to the quarterback board. Where could Lamar go? Let's work it out. It's the Raiders, it's the Jets, and the Bucks probably aren't going to be going for him or pulling for him. The Saints probably won't be in the sweepstakes, but you never know. They could be. But it's really comes down to Miami doesn't have the draft capital for it in the 2023 draft, so it's not going to be an attractive package. The Raiders or the Jets are the only other teams that are going to compete with the Falcons, in my opinion. The Falcons, if you remember, went super hardcore after Watson. And so I don't think they're going to shoot and miss this time. And if you take a look at the NFL draft board here, the New York Jets have the 13 pick. And the Raiders have the 7 pick. So the only team that can really, I think, compete with Atlanta as having the most attractive package because of the early 2023 first rounder is the Raiders. So the Raiders could maybe make a play, but does Lamar want to play in Las Vegas? Maybe. Does he want to play in Atlanta? We believe yes. So if he wants to play in a Raiders uniform, then all of a sudden we have a bidding war. But if he doesn't, then he's going to say to the Ravens, who will say and relay to the Raiders that, hey, Lamar doesn't want to play for you. And it doesn't matter. If he doesn't want to play for him, he doesn't want to play for him. Isaac says, who's giving $250 million guaranteed? The Falcons. The Falcons will give him $240 to $250 million guaranteed. They'll at least give him Deshaun Watson's $230. Deshaun Watson, whether we like it or not, set the benchmark. And whether we like it or not, Isaac, and you make it's a great question, and a lot of people have it. But we have the salary cap going up. The salary cap has gone up about 22% over the last 2 years. The salary cap is easily expected to exceed another 20 to 22% in the next 2 years with the Amazon funding and the YouTube funding and all that's going into that. You're going to have much more money on the table to be able to spread around and to spread out and to use to build and bring in big name quarterbacks. The quarterback number is only going to climb. $50 million to $55 million a year is what Jalen Hurts is going to get. So it would be smart, Isaac. I know it doesn't sound that way. It sounds crazy, but the Falcons or the Ravens would be brilliantly smart to sign him to a $250 guaranteed $1 million deal. It's gonna be trumped very, very quickly. It'll be 300 within a year and a half, 2 years. So honestly, the Ravens are ridiculous for not giving him $250 guaranteed. Ridiculous. It's going to be bigger than that. It's going to be a monstrous number, a 22% increase in salary cap within the next 2 years. Yeah, Sunday Ticket. So the YouTube and Amazon deals are bringing a lot of the digital funds in. The digital funding injection of cash is going to be massive for the NFL. And so I can tell you right now that the Falcons will pay $250, and not to mention the team acquiring Lamar has to get him to agree to a deal, or they can't make a trade. It's got to already be set up in principle to be announced almost side by side of the trade announcement. So there's no way the Falcons or the Raiders make the trade unless Lamar's already agreed in principle to a big fat contract. You know, so the Raiders, if he doesn't want to play for the Raiders, he's not getting traded to the Raiders. No team's going to accept a trade if Lamar isn't on board. They won't give up 3 or 4 first-round picks for a guy that's not signing a new long-term deal. So, Atlanta, I'm telling you, I'm so excited about Atlanta. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. I'm live whenever news breaks. So tomorrow, expect me to be live probably at least once before the 7 p.m. show. I'm also live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It is Thursday, so I'm live tonight doing live drafts with you. That's why I'm here. And yeah, so I'm live sometimes at least once a day, but a lot of times I'm live like 3 times in a day if there's breaking news, because I'm live whenever news breaks. Also, you can find me at Spotify, The Fantasy Football Show. You can get my content, my bold predictions, my trade calculator. We're pretty sure I invented the first instant-based trade calculator back in 2003 because it's the reason I got into the industry, because there wasn't one I could find out there. And I said, look, I need to get into this industry and build tools for people so that they can do an instant trade calculator, 1 for 1, 3 for 1, 4 for 1, 4 for 2. I want a calculator that can't be tricked based on auction dollars, so that you're saying, hey, do I trade a $100 player for 2 $40 players? No, I don't, because the $100 player is worth more. I built an instant-based trade calculator. I got one-on-one text advice. It is all at thefantasyfootballshow.com, and it's year-round, baby. 365, 24/7. Who shuts down? Who doesn't have redraft rankings right now for the 2023 season? Not me. I have them. I always have them. I'm 365, 24/7. Don't forget to subscribe to the Dynasty channel. I will be going live on the Dynasty channel tomorrow. We've taken a couple days off on that. I need to do a video or a live stream every single day. I will get there. It's going to happen. This has been a couple day hiccup here, but we're getting back. We're doing a live Dynasty live tomorrow or video upload, so look for it. Appreciate you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Where is this? Hold on. We had somebody saying goodnight to the Eagle haters. Where you at? Where's this comment at? Eagle. Let me search for it. Hold on. Eagle. Here it is. From Mitch. Mitch wanted me to tell you, Eagle hater, have a good night's sleep. Sleep tight. Dream of eagles. Fly, eagles, fly. Subscribe to that Dynasty channel, guys. I'm going to drop the Dynasty link in the live chat right now. Please click it. Please subscribe. Don't miss out on the Dynasty content. It's a whole separate channel. It's right here. Okay? I put it in the chat right now. Click the link. It's youtube.com/Dynasty Fantasy Football. It's waiting for you. Later, East Coast. Appreciate you, pal. Thank you, JC. Appreciate you, man. Ada drops his Smitty, mark this down. AFC playoff team: 1 Bengals, KC, Jaguars, Bills, Chargers, Jets, Dolphins. My prediction. Appreciate you, man. I really want to put the Dolphins in my top 4 as well, but they'll be 5. I'll put them in my 5. I'll have a video on this, early 2023 predictions. You'll see the Dolphins high, you'll see the Jets high, you'll see the Atlanta Falcons high, the Detroit Lions high. It's going to be absolutely magnificent. Get ready for it. Later, pal. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.